All right, y'all. So this is the spec sheet for my 2021 Dodge Charger 392 Scat Pack wide body. And a lot of you guys will probably notice that the 2020 and 2021 models have been marked up, particularly because there are not a lot of them on the road. So don't be surprised to see, high prices on these vehicles right now. But just so you can see, this is the base price, and this is the smoke show exterior. That's what I have in my car, and it's a black interior, cloth seats, of course. Reason why I wanted the cloth seats is because I feel like they're more traditional to the Heritage Edition. So I mean to the old Mopars basically. So if you know anything about that, you probably understand what I mean when I say the cloth seats are pretty much iconic in my opinion. So again, this is just all standard stuff, guys. Feel free to pause the video if you want to see information on this, but this is the optional equipment that I did get, which is the wide body package, 6-piston Brembos, suspension, and of course you see the destination charge, the wheels. So in a nutshell, this is a standard vehicle. Here's the estimated fuel economy: 18 mpg, 15 city, 24 highway. Fuel cost, you guys are probably seeing most of this stuff already. Smog rating is is so laughable, but there you go, guys. Pretty standard stuff, crash ratings and everything. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read any of that. So in a nutshell, this is the car that I have, but this is the main reason why I got this car. Okay, so I just want to talk about that for a second here. Now, some of you guys may be picking up a 2020 or 2021 wide body, whether it's a Charger or Challenger. Maybe looking for other options like the Alcantara seats, the leather, I guess you could say like the dash or whatever. Like this part would actually have like a leather material, and I think the doors as well would have like a leather right here. You'd have the memory seats, and what else? I guess that's maybe it, or maybe even a sunroof. I don't have a sunroof in my car, but I didn't want all of that stuff because I've already had it before. And for me, in this car, no need for a sunroof, no need for the leather. I wanted to keep it as authentic and as standard as possible. Not only that, to keep the price down as low as possible. So you can see that's the total price, and obviously that's not what I paid to get this car. Now, like I mentioned before, I actually paid I traded in my 2016 Camaro. It was a V6 RS package vehicle, and that car was fantastic, guys. Really had no issues with it, but it was not my car, to drive. I just couldn't see myself driving that car for a very long time. That's just the bottom line. So me trading that car was a little bit bittersweet, to be honest, because I did enjoy it, but I couldn't see myself actually keeping that car for a long time. And one of the reasons why I got this car is because I wanted to keep it for a long time. So in a nutshell, some of you guys may be thinking, should I lease? Should I finance? Am I getting a 2020 or a 2021? In my opinion, I don't think it really matters which one you get. I just feel like the 2021s are like slightly a little bit more refined, because I was actually looking at the 2020s, but I feel like the 2021s are like when they release something new and they kind of refine it or just perfect it a little bit better. And I feel like the 2021s are kind of like that perfection point where it's not 100% perfect, obviously, but they've made some improvements, right? They've made some improvements to the 2021 models over the 2020s. and it's going to continue, right? For the 2022s, is going to be the same thing as well, 2023s, until they probably get a redesign for this car. So a lot of this stuff that you see right now, you're probably going to see those upgrades and changes once the new redesign comes in. So again, for some of you guys, you may be thinking, I'm looking to maybe lease or finance the vehicle. For me, I personally finance the vehicle, and so I'm not going to speak on leasing because I didn't lease the car. But if you are thinking about doing that, I'm sure there's quite a few YouTubers that can probably help with something like that. But for me, financing was the best route because I plan on keeping this car for a long time, and there's a lot I want to do on the channel with this car. So in a nutshell, this was a MSRP, but I ended up paying much less than that, and that was also due to the trade-in that I had for my car, for my 2016 Camaro. So one of the ways you can actually get this car, in my opinion, is build it out on the Dodge website, right? Go to Dodge website, build out the car, whether it doesn't matter what it is, like if it's a Hellcat 392 RT, whatever you want, right? Build out the car, put all the options in, and once you put in all the options, look at the MSRP. Once you look at the MSRP, then you want to look at what Chrysler is offering for their APRs. Right now, obviously, they have the $3,000 off or whatnot for these cars, and then the 2020s I think still have the 4,000 off or 4,800 or whatnot, whatever it is. So look at the deals in your area and look at the MSRP that Dodge is offering. Then you can compare and see what kind of deals are either in your area, what Dodge is offering, or if you need to go with a bank, which is what I would highly recommend doing, is going with either your own bank like a credit union, or if you want to check with your own bank first to see how much you qualify for to get this car. And of course, one of the biggest factors, and I'm sure you guys already know, credit is the biggest thing, right? Credit is the biggest factor. You definitely want to check your credit and make sure that it's up to par, because without good credit, guys, you're going to be paying a lot of money for this car. That's just the bottom line. So I believe anything above a 750 or 760 to be, actually, I think it's 760, is kind of like a tier 1 credit. So basically you meet excellent credit criteria, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Each dealership has their own criteria, or maybe a finance company has their own criteria on what they qualify as excellent credit. So in my opinion, I believe anything over 760 is excellent credit, and anything below that is going to be good. And then of course it's going to go fair and then poor. So you might be thinking right now, well, maybe if I have a 6, I don't know, let's just throw it out there, 670, 680, I can get this car. Yeah, you certainly can, but you want to weigh your options to see how much you're going to be paying in the long run, right? Because what it really comes down to is the finance charge after you get the price of the vehicle. And like I said, I paid much less than this, but you also want to look at the price of the vehicle on the deal for wherever you want to get the car. The APR, you want to get something like anything above 4, in my opinion, is pretty good. Anything above 4% is really good. So your credit is going to play a huge factor into that, and you're also going to have to think about paying a down payment. And some people might want to actually just get this car without a down payment. You can certainly do that, but that means your monthly payment is going to be slightly higher. So think about putting down a 20% or lower. Anything 20% or above is actually really good for a down payment, typically. But you definitely want to pay 20%, and if you at the very least can pay 10%. I would say that would be the absolute minimum you want to pay to get a good deal. So again, my personal opinion, if you're looking to get this car, check with your bank first. Check with your bank, check your credit, And since we just started the new year, you can actually pull up your credit for free on annualcreditreport.com. So, just go ahead and pull it up, check it out if you're in the market for this type of vehicle. But if you're not ready, you can wait. You can use Credit Karma for now just to get an idea of maybe where your credit stands, but it's not accurate, right? The FICO score is usually what dealerships use to get you in this type of car. So check your FICO score, try to get it above 700. I would recommend anything above 710, 720, at minimum. So if you're not in that range, take your time, work on your credit. Definitely going to talk a little bit more about that to see, just to give you guys maybe some credit tips on things that you can do or things that I did to kind of help me out. Because it was a battle, guys. It was a battle with these credit companies. There's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot of things that you can actually do on your own to try to fix your credit. It's not like set in stone, but it's just some tips. At least I can try to help out somebody out there maybe looking to get this car. But in a nutshell, guys, this is all I got for now. So again, this is the MSRP. I'm not really covering, how much I'm paying monthly, because I don't think it'll do you any justice, because each person has their own, I would say situation. And your situation might not be the same as mine, even if maybe we have the same credit score. But like I said, you might be putting down a different down payment, and these cars are marked up by, depending on where they're selling these cars. You got to think about that too. Each state has a different sales tax and things like that. So prices are definitely going to vary per state. For example, I was actually thinking about going to Indiana to get this car or this type of car, but Indiana has a lower sales tax, and then in Illinois it's a higher sales tax. So those are the type of things you got to consider. But anyway, in a nutshell, guys, if you're looking to get this car, definitely work on your credit. And I'm going to try to make some more videos if you guys are interested in that, to learn about some of the things that you can do to, maximize your opportunity to get this car. So anyway, you guys stay blessed, stay healthy out there. There's a lot going on in the world, but do your best and do your part just to make sure, you keep yourself and your family safe. So God bless, and I'll see you guys soon.